Anyone know who everybody was going crazy over nowadays? Maybe Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, or even possibly Beyonce. Well, 52 years ago, Pam Grier was that woman, starring in Coffy, her first leading role. And that's the movie we're going to be reviewing today. Also, we got some heavy drug references in this review, so if you don't like them, I suggest you leave this video right now. Okay, here's the setup. So Coffy, played by Pam Grier, as you already know, has a sister, okay? And at 10 years old, she's hooked onto heroin. Why? Why not? And so Coffy poses as a prostitute to kill the men. Her first two victims, she seduces in their car and takes them back to their apartment where she kills the both of them. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Coffy had a boyfriend named Howard Brunswick, played by Booker Bradshaw, who doesn't really serve much of a purpose until about 3/4 of the way through. She next goes after King George, the biggest pimp and drug dealer in the city, played by Robert McCoy, and she goes to one of her former patients and one of King George's prostitutes, Priscilla, to get some answers out of her. She asks her some questions like where he lives, where he keeps his stacks of drugs, and what type of woman he likes. The two start arguing, which culminates in a small fight, which Coffy wins and eventually leaves. Coffy poses as a woman from Jamaica, and King George is immediately infatuated with her and takes her back to his apartment. When there, she goes under his fireplace and swaps heroin for a sugar solution. She then gets into a fight with some of the other prostitutes and wins, which attracts mob boss Betroni, played by Alan Arbus. He demands to have her that night, and when she seduces him, he beats her up. Obviously unhappy about this, Coffy tries to kill Betroni, but before she can, Betroni's men overtake her and pin her down. She lies that King George ordered her to kill him, and so as revenge, Betroni and his men take King George to a field and eventually lynch him. That night, while having a meeting with the mob, Howard denies knowing Coffy as anything other than a prostitute, and she's put to death. They take her to a developing highway where they think they're injecting her with heroin, but Coffy and we know that it's actually sugar. She fakes a high and seduces one of the men before stabbing him in his throat, killing him. She then flees the scene, killing 3 other people unintentionally in the process as well. She then hijacks a car and goes to Betroni's house and kills him and his men, then goes to Brunwick's to do the same. He apologizes and begs for forgiveness, and when she's just about to accept, she finds another woman in his bedroom. Betrayed and angered, Coffy shoots Howard in the wiener, killing him. Satisfied, Coffy leaves and walks across the beach as the sun rises. Overall, I'd say the acting's pretty good, Pam Grier is hot as frick, and the action's actually pretty solid. Overall, I'd rate this movie a 10 out of 10. Go check it out if you can. It's awesome.
It's the beginning.